I'm Dr. Mike Milligan. I'm here with Linda Schaefer, the best dental assistant in the world, my dental assistant, and I say that on my site. But we're going to talk about, we participated, along with Marissa, another staff member, in the Mission of Mercy here in June in Illinois, the first one, in which we treated 2,000 patients who couldn't afford the treatment otherwise. We had 1,000 volunteers, and we did $1 million worth of dentistry in those 2 days. Linda, we had 2 shifts. Ours was the early shift both days.
You picked the early one.
Yeah, I'd like to get things done early. And so what we were like, we had to be there at 5:30, and we started at 6:15 in the morning.
Well, 6:15 we saw our first patient.
Yeah, okay.
Because they let him in at 6.
Okay, and we went till about 11:30 or so?
Yes.
Okay, and it was packed. It was a busy place, and we saw and the people were so appreciative.
They were very appreciative. They even camped out, some of them, about 20 of them camped out the night before just so they could have dental work done.
Yeah, they were there in line the afternoon before the next morning's treatment. But so that was a wonderful thing, and we did a lot of good, and the people were so appreciative. But you know, it seemed like the dentists and their staffs and the volunteers got about as much out of it as the patients did.
Usually that way when you volunteer, it makes you feel good, and especially when people are appreciative of what you're doing.
You bet, yeah. And so we've got up on my site, dentalmastermindgroup.com, we've got about 12 videos of that Mission of Mercy, and we did that so that other states and other societies could see what can be done in the way of helping so many people in a big way. And so we did that so we could explain to, so other societies and people could go there, see what it was, see how much it meant to the patients, how much it meant to the volunteers. And hopefully, therefore, many more will do that. Well, but we also want to talk about something else on this particular video, and that's access to care. In general, for patients that can't afford the dentistry or that need the dentistry. And we also videoed there State Senator Bill Brady, and also at that time and another time the current state Illinois State Dental Society President Larry Osborne, Dr. Larry Osborne, and we talked about a few things. How can people get access to care other than that Mission of Mercy? And we talked about increasing the number of clinics around, like the Mission of Mercy. And what did you think about that Mission of Mercy?
It was impressive. It filled the Interstate Center, which is a huge building, and they had so many operatories set up, these portable operatories,
Yeah.
and just the organization of it all. And they said we were very organized, but we had help from dentists that had done it before.
Right, yeah.
But it was amazing. And then we even had, like, the Tooth Fairy would go around, and the Plaque Wizard, and they would help the kids when they were waiting. They kind of entertain the kids or watch them while their parents were getting work done. So there were a lot of neat things going on, acts of kindness going on all through the day.
Yeah, and Patterson donated a lot, Patterson
Yes.
Dental and many others donated a lot of their time and supplies and things. And it really changed a lot of lives. You know, there was a fellow who cried when he got a flipper, just a simple flipper. But so one thing to do, access to care, 3 things. Number 1 would be to increase the number of clinics like that, or just indigent care clinics. A second thing to do would be to recruit young dentists who could get subsidized to go into underserved areas. And then the biggie, the main thing to do to increase access to care and really handle that problem once and for all would just be to get the state funding. Right now in Illinois, we're getting reimbursed about 46%, whereas the average dentist overhead is about 65%. And so what we could tell by the Mission of Mercy was that dentists come from all over the state, and they'll volunteer their time, stayed in hotels overnight to do this, spent their own money. So the dentists will volunteer their time. It's a great profession, the dentists and the staffs. They'll donate their time, but if we can just not lose money on it, if the states can just pay us our overhead, 65% or so, there is no access to care problem, and that's been shown in some other states who have done that, just covered the costs. And if a state will do that, there will be no access to care problem. And we're trying to get the word out about that through our site, www.dentalmastermindgroup.com. You can take others there, legislators there, and show them these posts so that they become aware of just what's needed to do to take care of this access to care problem. Do you have any other thoughts, Linda, on the Mission of Mercy and these types of things?
Well, I just think there is a need there, and people
Yeah.
showed that, and people respond, and the dentist responded. So it'd be
And the
nice
staff.
and the staff,
staff
and
will-
they would get. It'd be nice to get it, so it worked out to a better plan.
Yeah.
So they had more access to their dental work.
Oh, absolutely. And by doing it in our offices, we're able to be much more efficient than we could. And
Sure.
that equipment was fine. We were surprised at how well we could do in there in that Mission of Mercy
Yeah.
with the equipment.
We were sharing equipment with some other people, some
Yeah.
of the lights that we needed and things. So, I mean, everybody was working together.
Yeah. But it's so much more efficient in your own offices, and if we could just get minimum funding, that's the way to do it. That's all up on my site. You can just go into the search. You can search Mission of Mercy, or you can search Access to Care. Pull that all up, show your legislators, and let's take care of this problem in the United States and other countries. Thank you.